serving as your moderator for today's press briefing. Before I begin, I would like to respectfully acknowledge our distinguished guests. The Central Bank of Belize's chairman, Mr. Sidney Campbell, Governor Karim Michael, Deputy Governor Hollis Parham, Manager of Supervision Department, Mrs. Diane Gongora, and representatives from the Credit Bureau, CRIF Information Services Belize Limited, Mr. Enrico Caruso, and Mayo. Welcome. And a warm welcome as well to the Bank of Belize's management, members of the press, and representatives from the financial sector gathered here today. Today's agenda will include a keynote address by Governor Michael, which will be covering the economic rationale and the safeguards behind this important initiative. This will be followed by a presentation by CRIF, who will walk us through how the Credit Bureau works and the roadmap for its implementation. We will then open the floor for questions from the media. Lastly, there will be a closing from our manager of the Supervision Department. Many of you here may recall Governor Michael's introduction to this initiative in Central Bank's press briefing late 2024. The credit reporting system is the result of a long-term collaborative effort to enhance credit transparency and financial inclusion in Belize. Initiated regionally in the Caribbean in 2014, with support from the World Bank's Financial Finance Corporation, the Central Bank of Belize commenced the development of the CRS through policy dialogue, legal reforms, and technical implementation. While suspended for some time, the initiative regained momentum in 2019, leading to the enactment of the Credit Reporting Act in 2023. Subsequently, through a rigorous and extensive selection process, CRIF was licensed as Belize's first credit bureau through its local subsidiary in May 2025. As we prepare to launch the CRS, this milestone marks the beginning of a new chapter, empowering Belizeans with fairer access to credit and strengthening the resilience of our financial sector. Against this backdrop, it is my privilege to invite our Governor, Karim Michael, to speak further on the economic rationale and the safeguards underpinning this important initiative. Mr. Michael.
Thank you, Keja, for, I think this is your first attempt at being moderator. So far, so good, except for the little slip on Belize Bank. Not that Belize Bank is on our mind. No. Shameless promotion, Mr. Alario. Protocol has been established. Again, welcome to our partners from afar. I think this, again, is a defining moment in our financial landscape. As usual, we start here. The central bank, again, we carry out a twin mandate. That mandate is, again, to safeguard our monetary stability by protecting what is sacrosanct to us, which is exchange rate. Again, this provides a little shield when it comes to price effects within our economy. And secondly, to ensure financial stability through effective regulation and development of the financial system. These core functions are not just about the present. They're about laying the groundwork for a stronger, more inclusive future. Why credit reporting matters? It is within this framework that we have pursued the establishment of a credit reporting system. This initiative directly supports our strategic vision, which are, one, to support the development of a stable financial system, to promote financial inclusion, and to expand access to finance for all Belizeans. After years of preparation and hard work, you would have heard Keja saying from 2014, we are proud to launch Belize's credit reporting system. Credit reporting systems are known worldwide as essential components of sound financial architecture, as there's a positive correlation between financial development and economic growth. Where comprehensive credit infrastructures exist, the cost of lending decreases, more people gain access to finance, and financial inclusion expands. In simple terms, when information about borrowers is reliable and readily available, credit becomes less risky, more affordable, and more widely distributed. As such, credit reporting system depends on the quality and reliability of the data it receives. The success of Belize's credit reporting system relies on the active participation of credit information providers, or CIPs, who are the data contributors to our system. Mandatory providers include our banks, credit unions, other licensed financial institutions, particularly the money lenders. Perry, you see how important you are to this working. They are legally required to submit accurate and timely credit information. In addition to these, the system allows for non-mandatory CIPs, such as utility companies, telecommunication providers, insurance companies, and other credit granting entities. These entities, other non-mandatory CIPs, will participate on a voluntary basis. Their inclusion will further enhance the completeness of the data in the system. So what do we promise with this introduction of a credit reporting system? A key barrier to access in Belize has long been the lack of information, what we call information asymmetry. Differentiating between the creditworthiness of clients becomes very difficult when credit reports are lacking. In other words, without a way to distinguish between borrowers, lenders hesitate to extend loans. To compensate, they raise interest rates, ask for excessive collateral, and deny credit altogether. There's a bit of discriminatory lending practice also involved in this. Our credit reporting system addresses this imbalance by providing transparent, standardized credit histories. It helps lenders make better decisions, reduce the cost of borrowing, and opens the door for more Belizeans to participate in the formal financial system. The benefits are also significant for micro, small, and medium enterprises. These businesses are the backbone of our economy, but they often face challenges in obtaining credit. With the CRS, even small enterprises can build what is known as reputational collateral, a financial track record that substitutes for physical collateral. This is important because individuals and MSMEs often lack significant fixed assets that are formally recognized as usable collateral. For Belize, this means more entrepreneurs will have the chance to innovate, grow, and create jobs. At a national level, or on a national level, the advantages are clear. Lenders gain confidence, loan defaults decrease, and the entire financial sector becomes more resilient. Consumers, especially women, this has to be stressed, first-time borrowers and the unbanked gain new opportunities. In the previous slide, you would have seen an enormous figure of 30% of Belizeans remaining unbanked. This is what we hope as one of the primary benefits of this credit reporting system, that we're bringing more people within the official financial sector. So it brings more people into the formal financial system, ensuring that credit is available to many. And as credit flows more efficiently through the economy, investment and growth are stimulated. Now, concerns always surround about how you're going to protect my data. As a regulator, the central bank has put in place a strong legal and supervisory framework for credit reporting. This framework outlines clear rules for data, for what data can be collected and shared. Secondly, strict security obligations for safeguarding personal information. And thirdly, mechanisms for correcting errors and protecting consumer rights. And while the central bank continues to embrace new technologies and modern regulatory approaches, I assure you that we are committed to ensuring this system operates with fairness, accuracy, and transparency. Consumer protection is not optional, it is legal and a ethical obligation. That protection extends to empowering consumers themselves. Under the Credit Reporting Act, every individual has the right to access and verify the information that the credit bureau holds about them. Each consumer is entitled to obtain one free credit report every year, ensuring transparency and giving consumers the opportunity to understand and correct their financial information if needed. In closing, this is a transformative financial era for Belize, and the central bank is leading the charge through progressive initiatives, collaborative partnerships, and sustained regulatory support. We have been pushing a lot on the regulatory side through various amendments and the issuance of new acts and legislations, and also strongly accelerating the pace of technological adoption. But for the system to succeed, citizens must also be financially aware and empowered. This is not a one-time campaign, but an ongoing commitment shared by the central bank, financial institutions, and civil society. I wish to acknowledge the valuable partnership of CRIF, whose expertise and collaboration have been integral in operationalizing the credit reporting system. I call on all Belizeans to embrace the change, to build their reputational collateral, and to learn, engage, and ask questions as we move forward. We at the Central Bank remain steadfast in our role to safeguard financial stability, to foster financial inclusion, and to serve the people of Belize. I thank you.
Thank you, Governor, for that comprehensive presentation. We now have the pleasure of hearing from our partner and licensed credit bureau operator, CRIF, who will explain how the system functions in practice and the roadmap ahead for the CRS. Please welcome Mr. Davide Mayo, and we have Mr. Enrico as well.
This is right? Good morning, everybody. Short presentation, we'll try to touch base to the main concepts around the Credit Bureau initiative and around CRIF, to introduce a little bit for those of you that didn't get in touch with us so far. So basically, CRIF started the business in 1998. So we are talking about a period in which, 1989, a period in which the Credit Bureau was not at all known in Italy. And we started from there. And actually, at that period in time, we were just building up a regional Credit Bureau, which went to the national stage after 1 year. And then we started our evolution from that moment on. But as a matter of fact, our mission is to serve with innovative solutions, comprehensive, compliant solutions, the unserved, and also to grant the served individuals and SMEs the possibility to access credit in a fair way and to abide, let's say, the golden rule of responsible lending and borrowing. I was talking about the fact that we started more than 35, 36 years ago. And we went international only in 2000, so after more or less 11 years from the activity started. And we developed a number of credit bureaus on a global scale, but CRIF, as a matter of fact, today is not at all only a credit bureau company. It's a comprehensive credit management company, which is driving also the innovation the governor was talking about, a very key moment for Belize, but it is a key moment for the financial industry overall, which is actually touching base with the digital world. And actually, CRIF is working intensively in order to combine the activity which is aimed at protecting individuals and SMEs at the same time.